Well, last half hour, we talked with financial expert Xavier Epps about keeping financial resolutions. Now we want to move on to tax season, the dreaded tax season. But it's here. I mean, this is your busy season. I just told you I got my first email with tax documents. But you said the best thing is really to start pulling that all into one folder as we start getting these emails.
Yeah, and it helps you stay organized. I mean, it's hard for us to stay. It's something we do every year. We do our taxes every year, but we just get so, stressed about just all of the documents. So get organized.
Okay.
As soon as you see a document or email, slide it into a folder, slide it into its own space. So when you get to middle of February or middle of March, you have everything organized to where you need to pass it on to your tax practitioner or CPA.
Okay. And you say reviewing tax law changes is also important.
It is important because someone can tell you, hey, you're getting a refund for this reason. And then someone can say you're owing for that reason. But if you knew that, hey, this was a change in the tax law, is that applicable to me? You can kind of be your own advocate for a great tax outcome, but you have to stay abreast of the changes. And it takes a matter of minutes to Google, hey, what are the changes in the tax law for this tax season?
A lot of last minute filers out there wait up until the very last minute. You say filing early is really the best way to go for a number of reasons.
It is. I mean, the IRS, they released last week that they're going to start accepting tax returns January 29th.
Wow.
So that's about a week out from where they normally start around January 17th. And the reason why they want to give people enough time to gather their documents, get the information, but more importantly, file early. That reduces the fraudulent liability that people put themselves into, because when you wait or you prolong filing, someone else can get your information, your identity, file a return on your behalf, have the money deposited in their account. Now you have to go back and forth with the Internal Revenue Service and the state trying to let them know, I didn't get that $15,000 or I didn't get that $20,000 refund from someone else. But if you've done it early, you could have avoided that, because once you file, no two tax returns for the same year for the same social can be filed.
It just creates so much more work for you.
Yeah.
Check federal and state withholdings. Why is that important?
That's important because a lot of us, we go through the year, and when we do file our taxes, we find out we owe. Right? And either you get a large refund or you owe. Either way, you want to make sure that you're being the most efficient with your tax dollars. And the way that you do that is not giving Uncle Sam too much money that you're getting thousands and thousands of dollars back at the end of the year, where you could be investing that money and earning interest. And on the flip side, you don't want to be owing a lot and being penalized and having to pay interest on that money. So this is the perfect time to say, look, if I owed the prior year, let me adjust my withholdings so I don't owe as much or I don't get this large refund for 2024.
Okay. And then quickly, before we go, at what point is it okay to file taxes on your own, and at what point do you need to bring in professional help?
And I say this to so many people. We process over 1,600 tax returns. We've done over $500 million in taxable incomes through the IRS and the state portals. And I say, if you have some simplicity, if you just have a W-2 and that's it, file your own tax return. Use the free tax software. The IRS has free tax software for taxpayers to use as well. You don't have to have a tax professional if you have a simple tax return. Now, if you know that you key something in and it said an outrageous amount, even if you got one W-2, you might want to talk to a professional, because you don't want to be in an orange jumpsuit once you file that return.
Definitely don't want that.
Don't want that.
All right, there you go. Get organized, file early, and don't wait till the last minute.
Exactly.
All right, there you go. Xavier Epps, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
You're very welcome. Thanks for having me.